Now I'd like to work on the gun defense portion of the series. This is probably one of the most serious set of techniques that we'll work on, and I would like everyone to remember that when given the opportunity, or if you have the opportunity to, let's say, give the person your wallet, or give them what they want, if it's small, look, you can buy a new set of credit cards, you can buy a new wallet, you can't buy your life back. And I'd just like to put a disclaimer on this and let everyone know, please use your best judgment in this situation. Okay? I know it's very hard to use judgment like that in a critical situation, but you're going to have to. Okay? This is a very, very dangerous situation. You can easily get yourself killed. I'm also going to say one thing for the viewers, people practicing at home. Please do not use real firearms when you're practicing these techniques. Please do not use loaded weapons. It is unsafe, and you will probably get yourself killed. If you'd like to practice with, like a rubber gun like this, purchase them at martial arts supply stores. It's the best way to practice with something that resembles a gun. Carve one out of wood, but do not use a real weapon. All right. The first thing I want to say about this is, if he is at a distance, there's not much you can do. Don't use your kicking techniques. Don't use any of that stuff. All right? It's not going to work. The only time it's going to work is if he is close, if he's in grabbing distance. All right? Sorry. All right? He has a distance on you. There's nothing you can do. Try to talk your way out of it. Step back. Negotiate. Use your best skills to give the person what they want. All right? What I'd like to discuss here is, I'm trying to make this simple for you guys by keeping some of the principles the same. The knife principles, if you remember, we're grabbing the wrist and then peeling the weapon away. Here's the thing. You'll talk to a lot of gun experts and you'll notice that the way guns are designed, for example, this dummy model here has the shell casing coming out the top. Now, a lot of people don't like to grab the top because it'll burn you. However, with the defense for a revolver, which spins, they will just hold the spinning mechanism of the revolver and will stop everything from moving anyway. Well, the thing is, once again, you don't have the time to be a weapons expert right now. We don't even have the time to be a martial arts expert. This is self-defense made easy. All right? So I can't make those kinds of judgment calls. So I'm looking for self-defense techniques that work in any situation. Here, though, if I did put my hand over the top, would it get hot? Would I get burned? Yes, probably. But will I be able to peel the gun out of his hand? Yes. Okay, so it's kind of a trade-off, like the knife. All right? I'm going to try to avoid doing that at first. First thing I want to talk about is just the basic, from the front defense. I want to talk about the basic principles and stuff you have to remember. First of all, it's the same as the knife stuff, so we cut out a lot of time right there. All right? But what I want to do here is I want you guys to keep in mind that you have to move to a particular side. All right? I want to move always to the outside. So if it was in this hand, can you switch hands, please? If it was in this hand, I want to move to the outside. I want everyone to see this, so I'm opening up this angle for you. All right? I have to go this way. Here's the thing. Don't move your body sideways. That takes a long time. Just turn. Turn. So I want you to practice this move. Same as before. I don't want any trouble. What happened? Your hands are closer to the weapon now. Down here, he has a lot of time to see the hand coming. My hands are now close to the weapon. Of course, I'm going to adjust it. I'm not going to keep them up here. I'm going to get them a little closer. Hey, I don't want any trouble. See how they're closer to the weapon? All right? Keep them close to the weapon, as close as you can get them, all right, without getting shot. It's a little illusion here. I'm actually very, very close with my right hand to his left wrist. Right? What I'm going to do is just keep everything the same and just turn. 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 Do not step. Turn. Okay? Turn. Now, I'm going to incorporate the grabbing. This is so he can't come back at me. All right? I can push him away for a second. So let's just discuss this hand. Why wouldn't I want to hit on the inside? Two reasons. One, when I turn like this, Nick, can you just try to turn the gun back at me? It's extremely difficult. Okay? If I go, put it in the other hand so they can see. If I go like this, turn the gun back at me. All right. Now at this point too, if you hit, I just want you to look at Nick's hand here. If I strike this, look what happened to his fingers. They curve in when I strike his hand. Okay. So if you look at Nick's fingers, as I hit these tendons, they curve in as you hit his hand. All right. That's the last thing I want to happen when his finger's on a trigger. I just made him pull the trigger by hitting his hand. Nick's louder because you gotta feel it. Look. But we're going to use this to our advantage. When we're here, you'll notice how if I press, you can feel it right here. You can feel these. When you grab, I want you to squeeze it. See it? Like relax your hand now. Don't move for me. Okay? Try that at home. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a little bit. depending on the level of the situation, oh, well, actually, there is no level here. He has a gun on you. All right, so here, out, okay? So out of the situation. All right. Another way to get your hands in here fast is maybe like you know, I'll reach for your wallet. If your hand's down, you know, he's like, hey, get your hands away from the gun. Okay, good, I just want to reach for the wallet, you know? Here, okay, so there's a lot of techniques. Use your brain. This is brain power here. Right here, boom. At this point, I want you to try, okay, you can come this way and get it out. I want you to just press the gun toward him. One thing that will aid this, remember when I squeezed, is this right hand. Okay, so 2 motions. Now the gun's pointing at him. Okay, 2 motions. 2 motions. Okay, at this point, if you want the firearm, you can keep turning toward you. It's going to come out of his hand. Or if you're not very strong, you can simply squeeze and pull the trigger yourself. At this point, I'm right in the position to do it. So here, boom, squeezing, grabbing, turning. Look, I'm right in the firing position. My finger's right over his. All right. Little variations on the technique, like the knife. Very hard to hold on to, right, Nick? Mm-hmm. Like the knife. Very hard to hold on to. Actually hurts. Are you all right? Mm-hmm. Hurt his finger. Here. Okay. Careful with the down because you're pushing it into yourself. I prefer to go up. All right. But I like this move here. Boom. Okay. You know, and then you can reposition your finger if you want to, but I don't think he's going to do too much moving. Actually, to tell you the truth, once you get your hand on the gun, you can grab the gun with your own hand and pull. I control him. I'm controlling him with a wrist lock and the weapon.